doing something different tonight. So I hope that because we know about that. I hope it improves. It's quite irritating, especially since this is uncut. I mean, it's no edit. It's real. Y'all get it how we send it. But good evening. I hope y'all are doing well out there in the world. And this is another episode coming down the pipe of Our Truth. So I am his mom.
I'm her son.
So we're late tonight. Y'all wouldn't know that, but we know that. So we know what time we start, what time we say we're going to start, but we're late. A couple of technical difficulties on my son's part. I didn't unplug the mic. He did. Anyway, that's a podcast for another day. Who did, who didn't. Tonight's podcast, because of the fact of the lateness of everything going on, is about time. And y'all probably thinking, what does she mean about time? You can't get it back. So if it's wasted, you just lost that time. Because you can't get it back. So, this is going to be the beginning of the podcast. Where it flows into, who knows? The beginning is going to be, don't waste my damn time. So, all my life, growing up, my mom always said that if you're on time, you're late. And to be on time, you need to be early. I was raised that way. It was quite irritating. And it was so instilled in me that I like to be early. When I say, no matter what, if someone says, the doctor say, oh, you have to be there at 10:15, I'm there like 9:45. Because, first of all, I don't know what's going to happen on the way. And I want to make sure I be on time. And I don't want to be late and they tell me, oh, we got to reschedule you. Now I'm wasting my time. And their time. Because now I got to be rescheduled. Also, if you tell me you're going to do something at a certain time, I expect for that to be happening at that time. So if it's later than, you have wasted my time. Because in my head, it's supposed to start and it's supposed to end at a certain time. Now, when I got into my teenage years, this was growing up, but when I got into my teenage years, like I said, I moved out of my mama's house when I was 16. Difference of opinions between us two. I realized when you go into the world that you have to adjust because there is definitely a thing called CPT. And if you know, you know. And if you don't know, go ask a friend. But they have to have some melanin in them for them to tell you what CPT time is. That is a real thing. I'm telling you now, if they say the barbecue starts at 3, don't show up about 5:30, or you gonna be sitting there wasting time. Time that you can't get back because you thought the barbecue actually started at 3. It's never, ever going to start at 3. You can start cooking at home whatever dish you're going to bring at 3. And whenever you show up, it's still not going to be together, ready for any of that. So no need to panic because I'm telling you, if you're going to be on CBT time. Now, now when I got into my adult years after I had kids, I was reverted back to, because everything, time was money, period. Like, time was money, money was time. I need to be on time. I need to get here. I need to do that. Wasn't no being late, always early, da. Need to be this appointment, that appointment, that appointment. So I have reverted back to the fact that um sorry, I just saw something that just annoyed my spirit. I have reverted. Where's the cover to my alarm? People, excuse me. I have a serious attitude problem, and I'm about to get the attitude, like a real serious attitude, because I don't understand why that's not on. Sorry, I got distracted. Because when you pay good money for something, and it wasn't cheap, because that was a $129 freaking alarm box, and for some reason that should not be, the case is removed from it. Wasn't no battery in it because I have to buy a new battery. Wasn't no battery. I have to buy a new battery. So I put the case back on it because wasn't no battery in it, just so the covering wouldn't be lost. And now it's gone, and it's pissing me off when people hump their shoulders, and that's a $129 box. Like I said, this podcast is gonna be real. If things happen, like y'all have no idea how badly I want to stop the podcast until that sound. Because that right there to me is annoying.
I don't be up there all the I might be the main one. I walk through here. I wasn't trying to talk because the podcast supposed to be about time. It's the box.
It ain't just a box.
Yeah, I know. Very important.
Yes, it is. Again, time is money. And you wonder how that has to do with anything. I spent my money to bring someone in on my time to install that box.
I wanted to make a comment. Yeah, but
And what is that?
just
I didn't even get to finish. I should have never looked up.
yeah, you probably was thinking of things. I don't know. You can get back to saying what you were saying, and I'm gonna.
I was just saying when I got older, I won't say it now when I got older, I'm older this time, and I'm back to how I was growing up with my mom, where I don't like to be on time for anything in my mind. I need to be early, because again, I'm back to that. If you're on time, you're late. So I um, appreciate the earliness of being somewhere. And so it frustrates me, and sometimes I have to let it go when I be like, okay, are we gonna leave? Are we gonna leave at say? Are we gonna leave at 5 o'clock? And it's like next Friday. We got somewhere to go. We're gonna leave at 5 o'clock. And I know y'all might think this is crazy, but at 5:01 I'm irritated. 5:05, oh, I'm really irritated. 5:10, I want to scream. And it's just situations like that. We say, oh, we're gonna leave at 5 o'clock and then be 5:30, 5:40, still here. That drives me. It's like the fact sometimes I'll be like, I don't even want to go anymore. Like if you gonna say, just say I don't know. I remember when I was married, it used to annoy me no end. Um, my ex would pretty much be like, I would get off work and he'd call. Well, what time you gonna make it here? Like, dude, seriously, how am I supposed to know? And if I was in pestered until I came up with a time, and if I was not there, like I don't want to give you a time in the first place. So, whatever. And as you see, I said X. But I've spoken enough. My son said that he had some responses with regard to what I say, so I'm going to let him have the mic. Well, not have the mic. He has his own. Ching. Anyway, I'm going to let him talk.
No, but I was just moving around looking for that cover box. Make some more time and do that. Anyway, it's funny because when people talk about time, they speak on it like they control it. And as a child, I was forced to be on a time with certain things. Not even realizing as I got older that adults didn't even know how to be on time.
I did.
Because time is a construct. And you never know what's going to happen in your day. You never know what. People try to get themselves 15, 20 minutes before they can get to work or something. All because they don't know what's going to happen because of time. And that whole, if you're clocking in right on 9:01, or 9:00, you're not on time, you're late. I don't know. I feel like if I was a business owner, the first thing I would do is make it to where when people are late, they get at least a 5-10 minute grace period to clock. Because you never know why a person's late. You never know why a person is not showing up on you.
Not only are you wasting my time, but you're wasting my money.
Hey, that depends on the business that you have and if it's really something that's going to be costly by 5 minutes. Because when I think about big corporations and the money that they have and the managers they have, they can spare 5 minutes for a shift. Police do it. Firefighters do it. People, they can do a shift change.
Or you can come in
Now,
10 minutes early and do a
you
shift
said
change.
something. Oh, let me finish though. I didn't say anything while you were talking. You said doctors, something about doctor's appointment, being on time for your doctor's appointment. And when you said that, I couldn't wait till you finished because I had my whole attention for that. Doctors are the main ones that don't ever be on time for their own appointments. They're the most main ones that got to save somebody's life. And I just had an appointment where I'm supposed to be seen by my doctor at 11:45, and it's 11:50, and I'm like, "Where's my doctor? Oh, he's still with another patient. He'll be with you. Why is he not on time? I'm on time. Time only matters to certain people, and time is only affected by those that it matters to. If I'm late, like you said, I have to reschedule. But if the doctor's late, I have to sit there and wait for him to be available because he's more important than us. I thought we're the one that's patient. We're the patient, so we should be the one that's more important.
I understand.
Or maybe it's because
that part I understand.
people are
That's
late when they
annoying.
show up to their appointment. But I don't know. I wanted to sit at a hospital at break of dawn, like the one they open up, and see when the first doctor see his patient, and see why. Because I had doctors talk to me, and I'll be sitting there looking at them and listening, like, you the reason why.
No,
Because you sitting here doing all this talking.
I can tell you, I can tell you why. Because doctors will generally say, I'm going to give an hour, or say I'm going to give 30 minutes to each patient. So I need you to 30 minutes to each patient. Give me 10 minutes to document. So that's 40 minutes. So schedule all my appointments 40 minutes apart. So 30 minutes for each patient, 10 minutes to document, schedule 40 minutes apart. And they might be on the flow, on the go. 40, 40, 40, 40, 40, and then here comes this patient. And they talk for 40 minutes about this and that and this and that. The doctor being the doctor, he can't just cut them off, even though 40 minutes apart. And that's just to push all his entire schedule off kilter. But he has to give attention to that patient. And he can, once he hear everything they got to say, then he can come up with a game plan and then rush out and go and do his, still need to take his 10 minutes to documentation and then go to the, but it still has to push off his time. So I really don't, at first I used to get annoyed, but I really don't think it's I don't think I think it's a patience. Because they don't, especially if something wrong with them, they are not thinking about the next person's time or the next that's waiting in the lobby to be seen. They're not thinking about that. They think about themselves. Which is unjust.
Another major thing about time is people don't know how to share time.
Share time? What do you mean by that?
You're a perfect example. You just did it. You had this whole thing where you just talked. And then it was my turn to talk. You cut me off, and then you just had your whole rebuttal to what I said when it was my time. So, like I said, time is just a construct that is important to certain people, and in other people it's not important. Because when it was her time, I sat here quiet, waited on my time. When it was my time didn't matter because it was still her time. Because time is a construct, and it belongs to those who have the time. I don't move by time. I don't care about time. That's why the reason why I hate to say this like this, but I may be late to job sometimes because I don't move by time. Like if I'm not fully rested, it's gonna be sucked. And people are like, oh, you get 8 hours of sleep, you'll be no, that's not true. Sometimes I could be asleep for 10 hours and finally feel rested. Time is all about how you manage it. It's all about and then managing time. You can't manage time because you don't know what's going to happen throughout that day. You don't know what's going to happen from the moment you wake up. People try to plan things. My mom used to tell me, one of the biggest jokes people always say is tell your plans to God. That's the same thing with saying tell God what time you're gonna do everything. That's the same thing. Tell God what time you're gonna do everything. I'm gonna do this at 5 o'clock, and then I'm gonna do this at 5:30. I'm gonna do this at 6. You may get held up 5 minutes. You may get held up during 10 minutes. I take Taekwondo from 7 to 8. Sometimes the kids, his 5 to 6 o'clock class, the kids linger. They do whatever, or it's harder for them to learn something. So he's a little bit more focused with them on something. And then it's our time. And at 8 o'clock, we're not done. We're not going from 7 to 8. We're going to 8:30. We're going to 9 o'clock because when you're in the flow of doing certain things, time doesn't become something that matters. Because once again, it's only important to certain people and some people it's not. When you're at a party You're not worried about what time it is until they tell you it's time to go. When you're at work, you're worried about what time it is. From the moment you get there, you're looking like, is this time? I know I got lunch at this time. I'm going at this time. I'm off at this time. Everybody do it.
I'm different. In the party, I'm the same way.
That's you. Oh
Right.
yeah, that's you. That's
you know, right.
You
You
weren't like
already
that when
know.
you were younger though. So we're not talking about the older you, who when it comes to time now is all your time is a little bit more valuable to you because you're older. We're talking about because right, that matter of fact, that right
we're
there.
talking about.
Hold on,
That ain't
yeah.
what I'm talking about.
Yeah, because when I was a child, you was up all night partying. I remember that there was no such thing as time with y'all. Like I remember I was there, 1995 to 90
It
something.
still was
But
time.
the thing, yeah, but y'all didn't worry about that. I didn't hear y'all going, girl, we gotta go to bed at this. No, y'all be up chilling. But when you get older, it's all about, oh, I gotta be in bed by this time because I got this time and this time. It wasn't like that when I was.
We still said it. We just ignored it. We still said it. Even then, that's when you have people that fall off.
Fall off?
I gotta go to work in the morning. Bye. Man, you know what time I gotta get up? Bye. That's when they leave because they still be focused. They be trying to hang, but they still be focused on that task. And you'll see, you have no idea how many times they hit their watch or hit their cell phone and be like, well, it's 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm gonna go. Bye. Can't believe I've been here this long. We still thought about it. We just didn't care.
Right, and you know the ones that there are some that don't care, that don't even check the time, like, and they still, and it's miraculous when I say this, but they still manage to make it to work on time. Like man, I don't know what time I went to bed last night, but I got up this morning like,
true.
I don't know what time I went to bed, man, but I know I was up for work this morning, man. Like, and that'd be a true story. You'd be like, you don't know what time I went to bed? All I know is I went in, woke, and I heard an alarm clock, woke up, went to work.
You said just the keyword alarm clock. The ones that amaze me are the ones that can go to bed regardless of what time they go to bed. They don't need an alarm clock. They right on cue. They up. They to get ready for work. To be. I'm like, I need 4, 5 alarm clocks. And you waking up 5 o'clock in the morning, getting ready for work. And like, how in the world?
I have an explanation for that, and this is it's very short and very lengthy at the same time. So, like, when I was like I was a teenager, I was going around Oceanside when we lived in California looking for books on black magic, on how to do magic and stuff like that, right? I went to a library. Don't look at me like that. That was a different time. So I went to this library and I found a book, and it said it had something there about certain magic and spells. It said spell casting and magic within you. Instantly, I grabbed it. So, and it's funny because one of the first things in there that caught my eye that I paid attention to was setting a biological clock. It was in the book. There are people out there that learn this. It's like repeating a mantra. When you go to sleep, you say, like, that's why at a certain point why I will wake up at a certain time and be waiting, looking out the window, waiting to see if you pulled up. Because when you set a biological clock, or let's call it internal clock, you repeat the time that you need to wake up before you go to sleep 3 times. And while you're going to sleep, you say it 3 times. And when you go to sleep, you're going to wake up at that time. Once you do that every day, your body will automatically be accustomed to waking up at that time. I used to do that. I turned off an alarm clock. I used to practice doing that to see if it was real. And you can actually set it's called an eternal alarm clock. You can set it to where no matter what goes on, no matter what you do, you're gonna wake up at this time.
So can I set an eternal off clock? Do not wake up at 3 to use the bathroom. Do not wake up at 5 to use the bathroom. Do not wake up again at 6 to use the bathroom. Can I do that mantra and sleep all night?
I can honestly say I regret it, but I lost that book. Like after I did that, I don't know what happened. I wanted to go back to that book, and I never.
No, it's just but I don't know. I guess I always felt like Time is valuable.
It is when it comes to certain things, though.
No, my time is valuable.
There's certain things where time is of the essence.
What do that even mean? Time is of the essence. Let's Google that. Matter of fact,
my phone died.
Can,
so you
nope.
oh wait, I
you
got
can
a
open up
laptop
the door.
right
Let's
here.
ask Google.
No, I got a laptop.
Oh,
right
okay.
here. It ain't gonna.
Time is of the essence. Like people in the comments as he's looking this up. I want you to comment. What do you think? Time time is of the essence mean? Like, what do that statement mean to you?
It says the phrase "time is of the essence" means that prompt action is crucial because time is a critical factor in achieving a successful outcome. It emphasizes that delays can lead to negative consequences, particularly in legal and contractual contexts, where failing to meet deadlines can result in a material breach of contract. In essence, it serves as a reminder that timelessness is fundamental to success in various situations.
So all that said was time is important. Time is very important when you gotta stand in front of that judge. Because if he say be there, you know what? That annoys me. Come to think of it.
Yeah, another person who don't care about time. Exactly.
Be a time to be in court.
Exactly.
You need to be in court at 11 o'clock.
So y'all can wait on me.
On such and such a date. And I'll be seen at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Yeah. Like, make it back. You told me to be here at 11. I could have still been in the bed until 2:30, 3 o'clock.
They'll be like, you got something to say?
Like,
Judge, can you hear me? Yeah, the first thing I want to say before we start is, how come you wasn't on time? I had to be here at a certain time, and when I got here, you wasn't here. They told me I had to still wait for the judge. So I just want to know, what were you doing? You know what I'm saying?
Forget that. How about stamp my time that you told me to be here on my docket so that you know. Don't be skipping, going through the files, picking which one you want to, see, no. My time, you need to stamp it. If it say 11, do you need to look at your clock
you be
and
pull
that?
Like,
right, pull that. Like,
I don't think they going in the order that everybody wrote their name down. Judge is sitting there like, okay, we're gonna do this in importance of case. All my felons to the left, all my misdemeanor people to the right. Okay. Like, what are we doing here?
But yeah, no, that is crazy to me. Like, super duper crazy to me. But other than that, yeah. So I can see that, and yeah, so and then I like different organizations or companies, if you have a deadline.
So if time is so important, why does there's a lot of people out there in the world who I got time. They doing a whole bunch of stuff. They like, I got time. Oh, I got time. I got time. Like, they ain't worried about time. They living. It's bums out there. I hate to say it, I hate to use them as an example, but like, there are bums out there who just, I'm out here. Right. I don't know. What time is it? I just want to know what time it is one time. Oh, 6 o'clock? Oh, okay. I didn't know. I thought about 3. You know what I'm saying?
They living free.
They good.
Because, right. They don't have anywhere to be.
Man, I woke up in New York and I was in Florida the next day. Like, dang, how you travel like that? Like, but to them, it was the next day. It wasn't the next day. It took them 4 days. But for them, time was just, I'm just going. Because I ain't asking about what time it is. So I feel like it's all about, like, what do you have in your life? Like, what are you doing in your life?
And pretty much, like, if we had a carefree life, I wouldn't worry about time. It would just be, it wouldn't be about time. It would be about, doing things, things that I have, not pretty much time, but just going with the flow, doing things. That's what it would be about. So I wouldn't care what time I woke up. It wouldn't be on my mind what time I ate breakfast. It wouldn't, be on my mind what time I got dressed. I would just pretty much go with the flow.
Right.
So time wouldn't matter to me. in that is but when you have life and you have things you need to do, then time matters.
If time really matters like that, and I know the answer to this, which is crazy. I just want to see if what I'm thinking is what you're understanding. But if time is really important like that, why we don't take advantage of the whole 24 hours? We sleep 8 hours of the day.
Because you still need sleep.
Who says we need 8
time
hours?
To sleep.
Who says we need 8 hours?
Okay, I can't remember last time I got 8 hours sleep, so I need your reality because
I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I go to bed if I'm doing music or playing the game. I'm going to bed at least 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. I try not to, and then I might not be sleepy, and I'm watching some shows until 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, and then I'm getting up in 5 hours to work.
I can honestly say my insomnia sometimes have insomnia. Like if I get a good 6, I didn't have a great night. So because basically I be rolling off. That's why on 4, maybe 5. Literally, it's a regular 4. Like my sleep is so horrible that I have thought to myself several times to join a sleep study. I just never did it yet, but
the right money, I'll do that. I would definitely do that. Study me.
But yeah, like needing sleep, babe, and time. Yeah,
because they say you only got 24 hours in a day. Don't wait. All right, well, let's do this right. Let's see, 24 hours in a day. We spend 8 hours of that sleep. Then we spend another 8 hours at working at a job. So that's 16 hours gone. So really, we only got, do this math right, but 8 hours left.
If we live right, we will live by the notion that time never was when man was not.
Time was never.
No, time never was.
Oh, time was never was.
No.
Is that what I
time, no, it's not. Time never was.
Ain't that what I said?
No.
Time never was.
When man was not.
That don't even make sense.
It does make sense. Okay, I'm gonna say this.
Never was when man was not.
Don't that make sense?
Time never existed until man was on earth.
Man created time.
Yeah, but
time never was when man was not.
That's true.
It was sunrise and sunset. There was no time. Sunrise and sunset. Man made up time.
Yeah, that's because they worked from sunrise to sunset.
Or they
that was no
right. If there was
that was the clock in from sunrise to sunset.
But
so
it was
then
no
it was
time.
Like, okay.
It was just.
I get what you're saying. There was no actual. It's about 12:34. Like, yeah, I get that.
Right now, it's like it's 24 hours a day. No, how do you know?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like,
and we only 24 hours a day.
So, and we work 8, sleep 8, and we only got 8 hours left.
You create this time.
The other 8 hours.
You designed this time to you according to the sun because you put a dial on a rock pointing towards the sun, and you counted how long it took for it to get back to. How we know you know how to count?
I'm like mathematics.
But how we know you know how to count?
I mean, because 1 + 1 = 2.
I heard 1 + 1 = 4. So how we know that they knew how to count? The first person that made up time, that designed, created time. How do we know that they knew how to count?
Who knows? I don't even look. I always say this like we. But to question that, you have to question everything, like language, mathematics.
Shouldn't you? Not, you know. I mean, don't let me get to language. I want to do
not
some
in
research.
The world of living in America. I don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't question the stuff of what we live by and what we do. Only because we have to use it. Now, if I start questioning this stuff, that means I might have to end up stop. I mean, I'm going to have to stop calling myself an American. I'm going to start speaking English because I'm like, look, because it's dumb. Think like I was just having a
that's
conversation
a
with somebody about certain words we have, like ammonia.
That's a different
me.
podcast. We gonna
You're right. So let's get back on time.
now. If we're
But
talking about time, the language, oh baby, but this one is about time.
yeah, time is
Yeah, I like growing up. I think that's why when I was growing up, I really did not care or focus too much on time because of the simple fact of the matter that I had that in my mind. That time never was when man was not. So I'm living free.
yeah.
I don't care about what time what time you gonna be there when I get there. That used to be my whole concept. What time you gonna be there?
But now you're not live that way. Because now you be like, boy, I gotta be at church at 11 o'clock. I gotta be at church at 11 o'clock.
Yep.
I don't gotta be at church at no time until God, you know what I'm saying, until I'm ready to go. And then sometimes I won't even go to church.
But yeah, it's everything. Time. Now it's all about making sure that you're ready. Like, imagine.
Time creates failure.
Imagine, that's true. It sure can.
When you put a time limit on something, when there's an estimated time for something to arrive, like you tell somebody, oh, you'll get your DVD player at 6:45 on Thursday. As soon as that time get there, if it's not on the door, they're calling you, and I was told this time. Like people hang on to time, like it's the last leg of life sometimes.
Yeah, but I see. Yeah, I can see what you're saying with that. It is crazy. Very much so. Oh. Excuse me, people. They're yawning. But in today's society, it is quite crazy how people have made time more important or just as important as anything else. Because
time is money now.
Yes, it is. Because no one is people, can you imagine or think of a world where you just living? Like there's no time, there's no essence, you're just pretty much living. Like you're going about your day.
Okay, not worried about time.
You're not worrying about time.
They're happy.
Every time you get to work, you get there as long as you do the work.
That's a lovely job. Oh, I had a job like that at Green when I was a night stalker. That's a lovely job.
Right.
That's a lovely
job.
So
it's like pretty much. Could you imagine a world like that where nothing is time is not mandatory.
People be doing People be doing things at their own willy nilly. They wouldn't have no structure.
But no. What I'm saying is, what is internally instilled in you to not waste it. So it's not
only because you've been brainwashed. Like imagine a world imagine a world like you said where it was never actually taught, like where time was never taught. Imagine that world.
Right.
That's not structured. Unfortunately, I hate to go against everything I've been saying in this podcast, but once you take time out, the structure is gone because time is what everything lined up. Time have everything when stores open, they're closed, when like it's just.
You're shaking your head over there. I know you've been quiet. You really not like on this podcast or anything, but what you got to say over there? Because I saw you shaking your head. Nothing.
Time is really.
Oh.
When I said time is money, like that's why I said like what you were saying, like
If it was
if a world where people like we're never taught that, we're never taught to be at time at this time, be here this time, be there at that time. People will do things at their own free will, and people will have feelings that they won't even understand what it is because they haven't been taught that. Like for instance, in a world where you don't have that, I tell somebody I need you here, but we don't know time, so I'm gonna say I need you here to help me with the putting the stones on the door to create the doorway, whatever.
okay,
The person who I told that to, okay, I'll be there.
right.
Now with really nilly living their life, they forget
But that's just it.
because there's no time.
But
they're moving with how they were moving.
but
They told me they'll get to it.
The maturity of that's what I'm saying. They won't forget. They show up. It's just they not jumping up saying, "Oh, I got to be there at 6 o'clock in the morning." No, it's basically like they get up, they wash up, they wash their face, they brush their teeth, they get dressed, and they be like, they might read a passage in that book that they've been reading to get to now. Or they might read the newspaper or watch the news cycle and then be like, okay, now let me head over here. It's not like, oh, I have to be there.
No,
rushing
it's
around,
not
running.
about rushing.
Oh, I woke
No,
up late.
but I'm not talking about rush. I'm talking about time. He
Right.
would have to make time to come and help him build that thing.
Right, but it don't have to. But make time, but not be on there at a time.
Yes, that's time. When you're making time, that means you have to put time away. You have to know what time is in order to make the time.
I'm just gonna show up. But you're not saying to me, I need you to be here at 10 o'clock.
What I'm saying is it will be less structured though. Like you said, you would just show up because there is no time. You finally show up. I'm asleep. Because when I wanted you to show up, you didn't show up because there was no time. I just said I need you here. Like I said, we're not taught. We're talking about a world where we're not taught now, which is a time.
Time, right?
Now is a time. So we're not. So I mean, when you take away time, that means you take away time phrases as well.
So you can't say as early as possible.
You can't say anything about time because there's no such thing as early. There's no such thing as later. There's no such thing as noon. There's no such anything dealing with time is gone.
I still can see it.
So you can't say now because that's a time frame. You can't say later. That's a time frame.
I can see it working. You know why? Because it worked for man created time.
You don't know how they were talking then.
But
back then they probably saying, hey, we're going to go out there and put the tree down by moon's light. That's how they were talking then. We're going to go out. Yes, it was. We're going to go out there by sunrise, by sunset, by sundown.
But you don't know that's how they were talking.
Yeah.
The only way for you to know how they were talking back then is the only way for you to know how they were talking back then is to be back then.
So you don't think people recorded and all this stuff so you think all that stuff that we learned in history, all those documents, all them people, all that stuff is fake, all that stuff is doctrine?
Well, there's no before Christ.
They call it BC. They call it BC, before Christ.
Yeah, but
AC, after Christ.
The only documentation.
In those times, they call it the 1600s. They call it 16 AC and BC. Like they had a certain time frame in then too.
Yes, they did.
So we got to go even before that.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. So you can't. Only people that can tell exactly the structure of what was happening before that man created time is people that were there at that time.
I think there's people that's smart enough to do research to figure that out.
You have to live it. To understand it, you have to live it.
If it was living, if it was on Earth, then there's proof. There's holographics. There's design. That's what people do research for. Like there is something that created that evolution that made more, like mathematics. Okay, that came from an actual thing.
I'm gonna dig deeper into this and
science.
Is there any if there's any evidence?
You don't like science? I said science, and you had a whole mental conundrum.
It's not the fact that I don't like science. It's the fact that I don't know. That's another podcast.
Yeah. Because science goes against faith, and it's crazy. Yeah, everything. It seems like science was made to go against faith, man.
Everything different podcast.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's another podcast.
Right.
That's another podcast.
Write it down in the book.
Time. Without time. No
Right.
phrases of time.
But I'm a research.
How can you live?
Because a thing about it is, it's hard to say something won't work when it works. If it wasn't for that man saying, I want to know how many. What was it? I the documentary. I'm trying to. He did not say how many. He said he wanted to know. Oh, he didn't even start out to create time. He wanted to know just simply how long it took on this dial, on this rock, how long it took for the sun to rise and set. That's it. How long it took for the sun to rise and set.
Right.
We don't even know. I mean, because if you think about it, we don't even know a clock. Like 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. Why? Annoying. You could have left that.
I think the O comes from somebody's name. I'm not sure about that though. I'm not 100% sure on that.
100%.
No, I said what I said. I said what I said. But nah, I'm not, because I don't know. But I will say this.
Okay.
In the opposite world, where time is nothing but money, you have a world like that movie that I enjoyed. It had my boy Justin Timberlake in. And this was different than living a regular. It's called Time.
Oh, you're talking about where your clock, you can spin it and
and you work to earn time, or I think
you earn time, and you spend time when you buy stuff, you spend your time. You selling your,
I love the concept of that movie because that was the perfect example of don't waste time.
Oh yeah.
And there were moments where there were people out there who would steal your time. Those are jobs. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy because that movie was so eye-opening. Like, you would live to have as much time as you. I didn't. Like the dude who had all that time and he killed himself right before he gave Buddy his last. He gave Buddy all his time. He woke up with all that time on him, bro, and he just went to gambling. Like, it was crazy how people played with their life. He gave us, and people will go and play with their life. That, like, I put my hand down, I'm giving you time, and they play like that, and then hurry up and try to flip it back to get the time back. Like, what? You playing with your life, and that's what people do in the world. They're playing with time.
Thank you, playing with time.
So that's how people are sometimes with their everyday living. Though they won't do nothing unless money gets involved. Oh, I ain't got time. You got some money? I ain't got time. I gotta go get some money. I ain't got time. You got some money? I ain't got time. You got money? I ain't got money. You got time? Because if you ain't got money, then I ain't got time.
It's just right. I saw another picture, and I said I couldn't even imagine. I could not imagine like being mortal.
I would.
Oh, that after so long.
I wouldn't even worry about time. Time wouldn't even be something I think about if I was immortal. I wouldn't even care about time.
Yes, you would.
If I'm immortal, no.
You know why?
No.
Because,
I'm doing everything I can think of.
Think about it. Time passes.
Yeah, and then
so
I'm gonna do everything that you think of. I'm gonna do everything that I can think of, and do more.
So, with who?
Wait, no, mama.
What do you mean with who?
Mama. Time is going.
Listen. If people are living on Earth, as long as there is a Earth to live on, I'm going to enjoy it if I'm immortal.
You know what? I wouldn't, because
and then what? I'm enjoying this immortality.
Why would I make friends? They're gonna die.
Exactly. You see them come and go. You become immune to it. When you start, yes, you do. When you start seeing stuff over and over again, you become immune to it. No, it's not.
Yes, it is. That's a
I would
lonely
think. Listen,
existence.
I'm gonna say this: if I was immortal,
Ugh.
I would start thinking that there's a reason why I'm the only one who can continue to live through all of this while everybody else is continuously dying. I'm not gonna be like, oh,
I'd be like, Father,
it gotta be something
whatever
about me
I
where
did,
I'm the last
I'm
one.
sorry.
Whatever I did.
Like,
Because think about it. You seeing people
whatever
make
I did, I'm
mistakes. You seeing people
sorry.
build stuff. You seeing people go to war, like, and you're involved in all of this stuff, and
You outliving everyone.
Yeah.
No, oh my God, that's a miserable.
See, there's nothing y'all can say that's gonna turn this for me. If I was immortal, I would outlive everybody.
Right.
Yeah. No, it's not. What?
Nothing matters.
Bro, that's
Think
for
about
people
it.
like that. Not for me. If I'm immortal, I'm doing stuff that, like, y'all don't understand. If I'm immortal, I'm doing things, everything I can think of.
What? Okay, so
listen, in 1 century, I'm gonna be a billionaire. In 1 century, I'm gonna be a poor man. In 1 century, I'm gonna be a murderer. In another, I'm just saying, like
you
these are different things.
up.
I'm gonna do. Like I say, he said, and what? I'm gonna do everything I can think of. And because I'm immortal, I'm not gonna do it for a year, 2 years. No, I'm gonna be the same person for a whole century. Now, all these people that died out, their generations growing up. Now,
I'm gonna change over to something else.
Now that's Uncle Bob who got a farm down the street. Now I'm a farmer. They don't even know. I just slaughtered half y'all ancestors. Y'all ancestors. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying I'm gonna do that.
Sorry.
I'm not saying I'm gonna do that. What I'm saying is, look, I'm not saying I would do that, but what I'm saying is, with the immortality life, I can do and whatever. I can
too much time.
look. I can read a book. Hold on, listen. I can read a book. I can read all the books in the world, right? And become very smart.
What with them?
Listen, like I said, now I'm gonna live in different careers. In this world, who was like? I'm gonna make up a name. Like, you got the people who don't remember. You can just insert yourself. I done lived in this world so long. I done learned how to insert myself into the government, whatever. I'm probably created these aliens already, so that I can switch to these people. No, can't do that. No, so look, I will create these alias so that every time this person comes up, they have a background, a name, they was born in this time. Like, I will make it to where a person exists.
You want to
and
take
then
any
I'm coming
pictures?
around. No pictures. I don't need pictures.
Or you take pictures and when the next generation make sure they burn.
Who gonna know?
Next generation, they wouldn't know. He could go to another country.
Who gonna know?
And burn all the pictures from the. I can see it. It's still in
bro,
my.
All the old people get dementia. I'm sitting there just coming around them. Still,
Bro,
like,
so you giving old people dementia?
no, bro. I'm just coming around. They getting old and stuff. Like, I remember. Oh, you remember? Yo, I knew your grandfather. I'm looking at them like, no, you didn't know you're my grandfather. You knew me. You know what I'm saying?
My thing, to me,
who gonna figure it out?
To me,
who gonna figure out I'm immortal?
To me, that's too much time.
The only person who would be able to figure that out gotta be living as long as me. Like, think about it, bro. If I create these aliens, right?
Okay, what about y'all people out there? Would you?
Or would you not enjoy your mortality? Your immortality?
I ain't say enjoy. That's not what I want to ask. Would you? Or how do you feel? Do you think? Matter of fact, we're gonna put a poll on this one when we post it.
Multiple.
And it's gonna the poll pretty much. So think about it. Would you enjoy being immortal, or is that just too much time? To me, you know what my son said. He riding it out. He having a ball. My youngest is like, oh heck, and I'm with him. That is too much time to be immortal. That's just too much. That part.
Yeah.
Like I'm walking around. I mean, when you after a while, it's lonely. You like it's gonna get to a point in my mind. It will get to a point of why even bother with making friends? Why even bother on having a relationship? Why would I for centuries want to see my children die over and over again, and I'm still here?
It'd be fun.
That's not fun.
No, it'd be fun. Yes, it would. Have those memories.
No.
What?
No.
I just.
Shit.
Well, you have some like
Some of the
no.
kids gotta be
It's
somewhat will live longer lives, but they probably won't live as long as you live. They'll probably live 600, 700 years.
man, listen. I'm if you got immortal, if you're immortal, that's what's up. But if I'm the only one immortal, that's not gonna suck. And that's just for me. I'm not gonna be lonely, man. I'm a person who can sit there and play a video game in one player mode, be by myself. Like I'm not gonna be lonely.
1,000 years?
More than that,
You like Genie.
bro, a
You like
million.
Genie.
Except I'm not trapped in a damn bottle.
1,000 years? You're creepy than that.
And,
No,
but listen,
my thing is
let me say this though. I want to be a good looking immortality. I don't want to be like, no. I say immortality. It's the same word. Same word.
No.
No. No, I don't want to be a vampire. I just don't want to be old. I don't want to be like I hit 60 and then all of a sudden I'm living forever. Nah, I want to be doing that like
y'all need
in my 30s.
again we need y'all to let us know how you feel about this. With you, is that something that would interest you?
Would you enjoy being immortal?
Being immortal.
Or would it suck?
My answer is it would suck for me. I wouldn't enjoy it. I wouldn't want to do it. And his answer is yeah. And his answer is
that I would enjoy it.
That he would
and
enjoy
that
it.
it would be very, very fun because I would make it a game.
Yeah, not I. So yeah. Again, time. You know, you got to make the most of it and not waste it. That's for sure. And don't ask for immortality in it. That's just, oh my goodness, I can't even imagine.
Man, listen, the only people, I'm going to say this because we still got a little bit of time. The only people who worried about being immortal are those who are boring because they're going to be lonely. Now, anybody who's creative, fun, and outgoing and love to be around people, they're going to enjoy being immortal because no matter what, they're going to be around people. Now, the only thing that's going to suck for them is when the world ends and they still remain. Now, that's going to suck. Now, if the world blow up and you're just, well, I'm floating in space.
Then you're going to be friends with the aliens that pick you up and be like,
the world exploding couldn't even kill me? Oh my gosh, man. I thought that was it. I'm the one who did it.
See?
Now you gotta hope that there are aliens, like you said.
Like,
you gotta hope
like
that
the youngin said, spending after a certain amount of so many centuries. Now I'm I'm just researching
right aliens. Oh my goodness.
After so many centuries, I'm now researching how to kill myself.
Listen, she just brought up a key factor though, and this is gonna be talked about in another podcast. If I'm immortal, I'll get to see the aliens, and when they come, I won't be afraid to go with them because I'm immortal. I tell them, look,
they gonna dissect you.
Bring me with you, and then bring me back. They gonna be like, what? You be dead by the time? No, I won't. Bring me with you. All right, I want to learn what y'all know. Bring me with you. If you ain't gotta kill me, I'm like, listen, you ain't gotta kill me, bro. Look, I would let you experiment on me. All right, I'm giving you me because I want to understand why I'm immortal. Okay, and then we both can be immortal together. Now, if they try to cut me and kill me, and I just heal back up, I'm sorry.
I'll be mad when I hit you over the head. Put you in the bag. Wake up in a room.
Right, forever. Wake up in the room. There's no taking you back.
Johnson,
you're gonna
on this thread, didn't you? God's still here.
They're gonna be looking at me like, all right, look, we just gonna take him. We was gonna blow up Earth, but he seems cool. We're gonna take him. We'll bring him back. Yeah. All I need is my video game and drugs. They're like, what's the drug? I'll tell you all about it.
Oh man. So
that's a whole other podcast, though.
Right.
Y'all.
I hope y'all enjoyed this podcast on time. It was all different concept, thought,
Bro, it'll be a
expect,
job.
and
It'll be a job.
perspectives.
Because
So,
So
y'all
y'all have a good night.
have a good night. And again, don't forget, check the poll. Let us know what you think.
This is
And
that.
add a
It
comment.
ain't done. Everybody talking about is it?
Add a comment. And let us know what you think about it. Because this is our truth. I'm his mom.
And I'm her son.
Good night.
Good night.
They can't fuck